The following is the video solution from JSDT Solutions. Question 2 says, given the geometric series x and then plus 90 plus 81, we need to calculate the value of x. Okay, so from question 1, this is really just the same idea. We have the first three terms. So since it's x plus 90 plus 81, we can use the constant ratio here. Okay, so the constant ratio would find that by saying the next term divided by the previous term. So that's 81 divided by 90. And this should be consistent with this next term divided by that previous term, which is 90 divided by x. And that's the equation that we have. Okay, so you can cross multiply, that's fine. Or you can just think about it as transposing the x. Okay, but if we cross multiply, that's really just 81x is equal to 90 times 90 is, okay, 8,100. And then if we divide both hand sides by 81, x is equal to, and that would be 100. So x is equal to 100, and that is our answer. Question 2.2 says, show that the sum of the first n terms is Sn equals this. So we're really just using the Sn formula, and we're going to actually have to keep in mind, because you notice that the 1 comes before the value that we have here. Okay, so remember that there are two formulas, okay, for Sn. We first have this formula, okay, and we specifically use this formula when r is greater than 1. Now, it doesn't always matter, because what usually happens is the numerator and denominator, if they become negative because you used this formula alone, then they divide. Okay, and the other formula we could use is, it's really the same thing, but the only difference is now we start with 1 and then minus r to the power of n over 1 minus r. And you use this specifically when r is a value less than 1. Now, the reason we have to be careful about this is because we have a 1 here. So clearly they use this one. Okay, now you don't just know that from that. You know that from your ratio, your common ratio. See how when we said the next term divided by the previous term, we have an 81 over 90. That is a proper fraction. The numerator is less than the denominator. So that means this is a value less than 1, and you can verify that on your calculator. So we're going to go with this formula. Okay, so we're finding the sum of n terms. So in place of n, we won't substitute an actual value, leave it as Sn is equal to, and the a value, we found that the first term was 100. Okay, so we're going to say 100 multiplied by 1 minus, and our ratio is 81 over 90. So it's 9 over 10, and then raised to the power of n, and then 1 minus r again. So 1 minus 9 over 10. Now, with this, how we can simplify it to their form, because you see that they don't have a fraction like that. Okay, we can simply just say, because these are being multiplied, this bracket is going to multiply, you can just say the 100 divided by this number over here. 1 minus 9 over 10 is 1 over 10. 100 divided by 1 over 10 is going to give you 1,000. Okay, and then that's just going to be 1 minus 9 over 10, as we can see on the calculator, can be represented as 0.9. So that's 0.9 raised to the power of n. And that is our answer, just like they have it as well. Okay, moving on to the next question. Question 2.3 says, hence or otherwise calculate the sum to infinity. So the sum to infinity's formula is a over 1 minus r. So all we need is the value of a and r. So we already know these values. So a is 100 and r is 9 over 10. So that's 1 minus 9 over 10. And we're just going to find out exactly what this is. And the sum to infinity is 1,000. And that is our answer. And that is it for question 2.